Hello and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to unbox the cat-themed Pixie box. So let's have a look inside. The information card has this really adorable cat face on this one side and of course Sophie and Toffee's social media information on the other one. Now let's have a look at the items. This box has a lot of stuff inside. Our first item are these keychains with these really cute bands. And we also get some cat bezels, and these three are just your standard flat bezels, and the designs are so adorable. Next up we have our first molds, and these ones are tiny. They are cat heads and they're so tiny. I guess you can make beads out of them or little charms, so that works out. And then we get more of this green floating shaker fluid we got in one of the Halloween boxes. And some applicators. I'm always appreciating these because they rip so quickly. Next up we have some paw-shaped glitters that are kind of color changing. And we also get these really pretty holographic foils, which are shaped like a paw. And some really colorful rhinestones. Also included are these paw-shaped beads in various colors. And some more bezels. And these bezels are actually textured on one side, which is a bit rarer to find in my opinion. But they are so cute. The designs are like always two cats that are like hugging each other, and one cat is carrying the other. It's so adorable. We also get this grayish violet mica powder, and I think it has like a really bluish shade to it also. And our next mold is this paw mold, and this is pretty deep, and I think maybe the foiling goes into this one. Next up we get this butterfly cat shaker. I already own this one, but you know, sometimes you can expect doubles in the Pixie boxes, but I don't really mind since it's pretty cute. And we also get some metal cuts that we can insert in shakers or maybe glue onto something to ornate it. And we also get this complete set for a clock. So it comes with this flat paw mold and a complete clock with all the arms and gears and stuff, which I think is pretty neat because that in itself is a project. And the last mold is this trinket dish cat mold, which I think is also super cute. Then we also get some silver jump rings and hooks and some clear film. I feel like they always include clear film in the Pixie boxes, but I think it's super handy. So here we have the sheet and we can see all of the items inside. Now that we've seen everything that's in the box, let's get started with the project. And I really felt like making the clock, so I started by mixing some opaque pigments for UV resin into this like a tiny UV resin mold. Of course it was too little, so I had to remix, but that's not a huge problem. And then I just started to fill in all of the puppets with this really pretty cute pink. And after I cured that under my UV lamp, I mixed up some 1:1 ratio resin from Sophie Toffee, and I'm just added some of their Morandi pigment dye in black. And this makes a really pretty opaque color. And then it's pouring time. And afterwards I'm just popping the bubbles and then letting it cure. I had some leftover black resin that I put into this palm mold. And I have to say, this mold is really easy to mold, and it gives like this really pretty effect. The top is very like crystally shiny, but sadly the sides are a bit rough, and I don't know if that's like from the making or if that's just because the blank they're using was used so many times before. So I don't know if all of the molds were of that, but you can really see it on the side of the mold. But you know, I don't have a huge problem with that, so it doesn't really bother me. I just thought I'd mention it. Now the clock, on the other hand, for some reason fused with the piece on some parts. This really bummed me out. I don't know what happened. I suspect that the mold may have been like a bit fragile on the places where it stuck, like maybe it had some micro tears that I didn't see. I definitely didn't use too much heat, because I didn't really use a lighter besides on the black surface, so it's not from that. But yeah, this mold sadly is unusable after this, and I was left with some pieces of the silicone permanently stuck in my resin, and I couldn't get them out with any method, so I just, you know, went with them. This is sad, but luckily they're not too visible, but yeah, this is bumming me out pretty badly. The last step for this clock is of course coloring in all of the details on the face, so the numbers and points for the other numbers. And I'm just using some acrylic paint and wiping it off, and afterwards it's time to attach the clockwork. Now, I think this clock is still really cute despite all of the little blemishes from the silicone. Yes, you can see them. Yes, it's sad that it's not as shiny in these parts, but you know, it's still a really cute and working clock, and I'm really happy with it. I just would have hoped I could have used the mold like once or twice more, but I guess, you know, stuff like this happens sometimes. I'm just glad it was this mold and not the palm mold, because I know that one I will use more often. And honestly, I can imagine the palm mold to be like the perfect trinket mold for like, or like memento mold where you can insert like fur of your pets or something like that, or like photographs. I guess because the top is textured, you may have to put them in on the side or something like that, since you can't see through that the best, but I still think that would be a really cute idea. I know that people wear like necklaces and bracelets with like the fur of their pets under like a dome charm, which I think is super cute and a great memento, so why not adding the fur into this paw shape? As to the box, I'm really happy that it doesn't like scream crazy cat person, but had cute items. You know, in the beginning I was kind of worried that I wouldn't like this box, but it had some good variety of cute items that definitely can be used, like the cute cat bezels and like all of the keychain attachments and the paw mold and stuff. Definitely not really like overly extremely cat person screaming, so definitely happy with that. But you know, you can still like make some really cute cat themed items with the box, and I think the items they chose definitely all fit the theme and are very handy for different projects. So yeah, I really get if it's not everybody's type of box, but yeah, definitely a cute box with some modes I'm definitely going to keep and use. Now let me know in the comments down below, what did you think about the box? Did you get it? Did you like it? Which mode was your favorite? What do you think about my projects I made? Anyways, that's all for today's video. Hope you're having a great day. Bye!